Hello everyone, I hope everyone's having a great week. Tonight I'm going to be telling you about my ghost story, and I hope you like the video. Thank you for watching. It was in the early 90s, I would say. My ex-husband and I moved into a farmhouse in Pembroke. If you're from New England, you know old farmhouses are usually converted into apartments, one in the front and one in the back. And we had rented the one in the back. Now, at the time, my kids were about 2 and 3 years old. They were pretty young. We packed everybody up, and our friends came over and helped us move, and hustle and bustle. Everybody's like running boxes in and out, and I go to hang a picture up in the old living room downstairs, and I hang the picture up, and me and my ex-husband's friend like step back, make sure that it's like even, and it pops off the wall and shatters into pieces. There was no bang, there was no nothing. The nail was secure. I just kind of shrugged it off and didn't really think anything of it. So later on that night, my ex-husband had to bring his friend home, so leaving me alone in the house, which is fine. We didn't have any like curtains up yet or anything like that, but as soon as he left, I just felt like somebody was watching me, and I wasn't into heebie-jeebies or any of that. I just could not get that feeling like, oh my God, somebody is watching me. I literally almost went outside and like waited for him to come back. A couple of days later, I am getting my kids ready for school, and we're like all running around or whatever, and my 2-year-old at the time is sitting at the kitchen table, and he looks over into the living room, which we never really use that living room for some reason or another, and he literally falls off of his chair, starts crying uncontrollably, and crawling backwards towards the door. I look over, I don't see anything. I pick him up, I try to console him, like he was inconsolable. After that incident, I told my ex-husband, and we're like, oh, that's weird. Maybe, he just had a stomach ache or something. We weren't really into like thinking it was ghosts. So then a friend of ours wanted us to watch her dog for the weekend, and she shows up. It's a beautiful sunny day. Dog goes in the living room and just would not stop barking, shaking, crying, just barking. She goes, I can't leave my dog here. She's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, let me get the dog a treat. I don't really know. She's like, no, we have to go right now. And she literally takes her dog and runs out of my house. Now, I tried talking to my ex-husband, being like, I'm just not feeling right in this house. Like, I don't know, something is off here. And he's like, stop it now. It's nothing. Like, it's an old house. You're going to feel weird. Every single day in that house. And mind you, it was the middle of the summer. It was cold. Every single day it was cold. Now, little things would happen, like my kids were 2 and 3, so they really couldn't turn fans on by themselves or lights, and I'd put them to bed knowing I shut the light off, go check on them a couple minutes later, their bedroom light is on, fans would turn on and off on their own. It was just strange. The whole thing was strange. Now, at the time, my ex-husband was not prone to like night terrors or anything like that. He always slept very, very good. He worked construction, always very tired by the time he gets home. Falls asleep one night, and I wake up to him literally screaming, crouched near the window, because they're like attic windows. They were like really small windows, banging on the window, screaming, let us out, over and over and over. I shake him, like I'm shaking him, and he will not wake up. Finally, I get him to wake up. I'm like, what was that about? He's like, I have no idea. Like, I'm sorry I woke you up, whatever. So we had a very busybody neighbor living in the front who used to actually live in the back. So I go, oh, she was always so friendly. Let me go ask her if like anything weird happened or anything like that. Okay, so I knock on her door. Oh, hi, Amy, how are you? I'm like, oh, I'm great. Just a question, like, I know you used to live back there. Like, anything weird happen, like, while you were living back there? She literally could not shut that door fast enough in my face. She's like, I'm very busy right now. I cannot talk. And she literally slammed the door. And this was the final straw. One evening, it was a warm summer evening, but cold in our apartment. We were upstairs watching TV, and the TV in our bedroom went on by itself. My ex-husband looks at me, he's like, calm down. It's a power surge. Like, it's not a big deal. He goes into the bedroom, the volume starts going up, and it starts changing channels on its own. I yanked the plug out, and I'm like, I'm done. I don't care if I move into a cardboard box at this point. Like, I'm not sleeping well, I'm not eating well, like, whatever is here doesn't want us here. Fast forward a couple weeks, we had rented a dump of an apartment in Manchester, but I didn't care. I knew there were no ghosts there, so I felt safe or whatever. We were just hanging out, having a couple drinks, and he confessed to me that he had had a reoccurring nightmare there of a family standing around our bed with charred faces looking down at us. And that's what he dreamt of almost every night that we lived there. I'm glad he did not tell me that while we were living there. And I hope you like my ghost story.